everyone, Amanda here. Thanks for joining me. If you are new, do hit the subscribe button. So, part 3 are we on for a box full of ephemera. So far, if you've been following me, we've made some little scrappy notebooks, okay? And I made a batch of plain notebooks here, so these are just plain with scrapbooking paper. I'll put those in my box, in my ephemera box, and then decorate them as I come to do with each journal. Okay, showed you that one, showed you that one, and then yesterday we did the basic pocket that turns into like an ephemera flip. I'll give you a quick look. This is the one that I've not decorated yet, and this one is fully done. Okay, so we've got a belly band, a blah blah, all them tucks and whatever have you. So if you haven't been following, I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description box below, and also it will be it'll be suggested at the end of the video. So that's where we're up to. So you should have quite a little pile going. So today we're going to make some fantastic wallets, okay? Quite a basic idea, but we're using some old book pages. So I'm just going to give you an example of what I'm going to be using, and then just let me grab my trimmer. So this is an old atlas book. It's Phillips, and the pages are huge, they're massive. And this was £1. I picked it up from a charity shop, and it was well worth it because not only have I got over 100 pages of maps, double-sided, yeah, not only have I got all of that I can use, look how thick it is, so very good value for money, okay, it's less than a penny a sheet. There's 128 pages of maps, okay, and then I've got all of these index pages, and I think there's 83 index pages, and look how fun they are. I think it got the like the coordinates and everything, so how cool would they be? Now I can either take these pages out, fold them in half and use them as journal pages, which they'd be super cool, yeah, use them for collage, whatever. But today we're going to, I'll get distracted having a look. Where's that? Italy. Been there. Been to Italy. Where else have I been? Most of Greece. Oh dear, I've been all over. I'm looking. Malta, I've been to Malta. Turkey, I've been to Turkey. I've not been to Bulgaria or Russia or Yugoslavia. In fact, it's not. Is it even called Yugoslavia now? It's not even called Yugoslavia, is it? Because this is from the 70s, this. I remember looking, so that's not even called that anymore. So anyway, so these are sewn in signatures. So if you find the middle of each signature, very much like making our own journals, find the threads and snip them, then you're able to release a double pages of that, okay? And then also I'm using this one, which I picked up for £1.50. Again, it's a large book. It's massive. It's like 12 inches. It's massive. And I liked this one because there's lots of pictures. There is lots of writing, but the pictures are still what I call artist impression pictures. So they're not photographic. They're like illustrations, and that's what I look for when I'm picking up anything to do with flowers or animals. Rather than photos, I look for this kind. And although this has got a lot of writing, I'm not bothered because look at these beautiful pictures. And again, if you look for the centre page, you'll get the strands of the sewing, snip them, and then you can pull out double pages. Okay, so let's move on so that we're not here forever. So here's my double pages. So let's have a look. Look at that lovely Christmas one. I might have that actually. Yeah, I think I will. It's a nice poinsettia or poinsettia or whatever you want to call it. I don't really know, but I think we'll have that. Now, if I wanted to make a big like folio, I could use this full spread, but it's too big for a journal. for what I want. So I'm going to have half a page, okay, of that one, and so much paper there. You could do all sorts with these. I'm going to show you some other stuff further down the line, what we can make with those. And then the maps also come out double like that, so again you can make fantastic folios and all sorts. I'll show you a double page spread pockets, all sorts you can make. I'll make some with you at a later date. And again, you could put that, cut it down, use it as a page so you've got the full thing, or split it down the middle, put it in a journal. But I'm making wallets today, so I'm going to split it in half. Which one we have in? We'll just have this one. I like them with the lots of colour. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, obviously this is a Christmassy one, but they will go in any style of journal, because you can then decorate them again to suit your needs, okay? You could gesso over them, you can collage over them, you can leave them as they are, you can put what you want on them, you add your clusters. They'll fit in with any theme, it don't matter. So what we're going to do first of all is, let me just think. Right, I want that to go that way, to be the flap. So I'm just going to trim some of that greenery off. But what I'm going to have to do first of all is just trim it. So when we're making these, we don't want them really to be any wider than about 4 to 4.5 inches. And we don't want the length to be any more than about 8. The reason being that you want it to fit in your journal. There's no point having a 9-inch envelope or wallet when your journal's going to be between 8 and 8.5 inches. Alright, so first thing I'm doing is I'm trimming that down to 8 inches. Okay, and then by the same token, you don't want the width of it to be any more than about 4. Because then if you decide you're putting it in a TN and you do it more, then it won't fit. So I'm going to do quite a small with a larger. I want to be able to see some more of that. I'm just going to trim some more off. Now on my others I've not trimmed as much off. I'm only trimming as much off on this one because I want to see that red flower. I want to be able to see it. Okay, so that's why this one's going to be quite a small one. Okay, so there we go. So I want to be able to see that flower. So all you need to do is literally fold them. That's it. So I've folded the bottom up, not even a specific measurement, just do it by eye. Just make sure that this measurement here is no more than 4 if you're doing a TN, no more than 4.5 to 5 if you're doing a full-size journal, and that length is no more than 8. Otherwise it's not going to fit, okay? That's if you want to put it in a journal. If you want it for something else, then it doesn't matter. So that's that one. Then what we do is we ink them and we're going to sew. So let me just prepare this one. So that's that one prepped. So let's do this one. And again, just be mindful where you want your flap to be. Right, let me just trim that white border off. So I'll measure these, and then if you don't have large book pages, you can use something else. Right. Okay. So again, I'm just folding that up from just eyeballing it and just whatever, making it up. But I'm going to make sure that there's plenty of space between there and the fold for the... I'll show you what I mean. So I'll do my fold, that's my flap going down, okay? Just make sure there's plenty of space between where that is and where that crease is, because if you have it too far up, you won't get stuff in, okay? Right, let me just get this a bit straighter because I've not folded it straight. Okay, now I'm using my new toy that my friend Rachel sent me, which is a decollage trimmer. So basically you'll see me using my decollage ruler. I use it an awful lot because I like the ripped look, and she's very kindly got me the trimmer that does the same thing. I'll still use the ruler, but on larger things this makes life so much easier, because if you've got quite a large piece and you're trying to rip it, sometimes it can slip and it can be a bit of a pain, so that will make my life a lot easier. Brilliant. Right, so what we do now is we're just going to excuse me, distressing all the edges. Okay. And you might get different sizes. Different ones might be different sizes. You might even want to make some smaller ones. If you want to make smaller ones, yeah, all you've got to do is get that you've done so far and cut it in half, and you'll get 2 smaller ones. Alright? I want large ones because I want to be able to put letters and ephemera and stuff in. But yeah, you could just literally cut that in half. Okay, and then that would make 2 little envelopes. Easy peasy. Don't get any crafting. Don't have to be difficult. You know, making your ephemera, it doesn't. It's not a big task. It's not, you know, hard work. It's the easiest thing in the world. You just get a piece of paper and you just fold it, and then see what you can make out of it. It is that easy. Okay. So then what we're going to do is get off. Stupid thing. We're going to sew them. I am going to sew these. So what I've done is, to make your life easier, the inside flap, sew all the way across there first, okay? Then go back, then fold it and go back in and sew from that corner all the way down to there, all the way along there and all the way along there, and then everything's covered. Now if you want to, you can go back and sew across there. You can sew along the bottom. I haven't. So here's some that I made earlier in Blue Peter style, and I've done quite a few this time. So I'm just going to make sure that I've always got at least half a dozen of these in my ephemera box all the time, and when I use them I will replenish them. What have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then if I do these 2, 8, 9, I may as well round it up to 10. I'll do 10. So that they're always there. I've even used the pages that are quite plain. Okay, so if you've got flower books like this, large dictionaries are really good, large encyclopedia pages, anything like that. Okay, and this is what I've done. Let me just quickly measure them pages for you so you know roughly what size I'm working with, in case you don't have any. So the map pages are, so the map ones would be 8.5 by 11, okay, but we're going to cut it anyway to 8, so 8 by 11, so you could use your 12 by 12 papers, okay, or your tea-dyed papers, or your music paper, or whatever. Okay, and then these are slightly larger, but I've trimmed them down anyway to 8. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so use what you've got. If you've not got what I've got, you'll have something that you can cut to the same size. So what I've done here, as you can see, I've done a variety of stitching. I've done it all in black. I've done all the way around on that one. We've got some zigzag stitching, we've got straight stitching, so that is just a pocket, right? This one here I didn't stitch across the top, I got bored. In fact, I didn't do it on any of the others because I thought, why waste thread? It's not necessary. So some of them I've got really shallow pockets like that because I wanted to have that showing, yeah. And then some have got, that one's quite shallow. See if I've got one that's a bit deeper. I mean, that one's a bit deeper, that one's quite deep. So obviously you can have this pocket as shallow or as deep as you like, just make sure you leave plenty gap at the top there so you can get things in. Alright, now these you can slide in and out of pockets. You could actually glue that onto a page that way. Okay, you can put them in with paper clips, you could put a pocket on the back and put a tag in it. Alright, I'm just going to keep it basic, I'm going to decorate one and then we're good to go. Alright, look at that. Beautiful, absolutely lovely. So just look for your pages, your books that have got artist illustrations in and plenty of pages. That's what you're looking for. You don't have to always be, you know, oh, well, if it's not Edith Holden or this, that and the other, then it's no good. There's loads out there. Loads. Go and have a look. I love them. I love how they've turned out. So, let's have a look. I think I'm going to do... These are beautiful, but I'm going to find that plainish one. I had one that was quite plain with grass. That one. I'm going to use that one because I'm going to decorate that to fit in with my journal theme. So what I'm going to do first of all is see if I can find my... I've bundled my scraps together somewhere. There they are. So as I'm doing my journal, all of my offcuts I'm bundling together with a clip, and then I know where they are, so I'm not rooting constantly, and then I can use them to collage with. I've got my oddments box, which is like my little Bible. Everything from there more or less is from Artemis. And I've got my little jar here, which are the cut aparts and some other bits and bobs from the Nature's Remedy. And so yeah, I'm going to make this fit in with my theme. Okay, so I'm just going to use my scraps. I'm going to use my scrappies, my scraps. Scraps. Let's have a look which scrap I'm going to use. I want one with a bit of something to it. That's quite nice, isn't it? We'll use this one. Use this one with that bit of red, I think. Or shall I use that one? It's a bit nondescript, that one. I'll use that. I'll make that one work with that bit of red. Okay. So I'm not going to use my trimmer for this because I want the rips to be a bit more. It does those. That trimmer is fabulous. It does the rips quite a uniform way. So if I want it just a little bit more rough and ready, I can still use my ruler. Okay. So there's loads of ways you can decorate these. You could make fabric ruffles. I've made those before. But the idea of these videos is I'm trying to keep the I mean, you know, you can decorate things absolutely beautifully and really go to town. I'm trying to keep it minimal on purpose, in case there's new people that haven't journaled before. So I try and make things really easy, basically. Okay, so that's that. I want some... I wouldn't mind a bit of music paper. I don't know if I've got any in here. Right. Although that liner's nice. Quite like that as well if I can't find any. Don't know if I've got any lying about. I don't think I have. I don't think I have. I've got any on my desk. I can't actually believe that I ain't got any music paper. Let me get one of my... I'll get one of the box of shames. There we go. That'll do. Is there what else in here that we can use? So this is my small box of shame. Those of you that follow me have seen it before. It's not to look at, don't worry. Let me have a look. Just seeing if there's any bigger pieces of music paper. Oh, look at that. No, that's nice, isn't it? Lift that out. I don't think I do. I don't think I've got any more. What's that? Oh, that's a bit of a leftover from a journal that I made. Oh, there we go. There's a bit more. Right, so I've got enough. I've got enough. Right. I've got enough bits and bobs here to do a bit of a collage on this. I'm just going to do a bit of a collage on here. So I like to start my collages with music paper. Is this genuine music paper, or have I printed this? No, it's genuine because it's double-sided. Right, So let's have a nice ripped edge on there. Alright, let's have a look. So I'm just going to make myself a bit of a cluster here, I suppose. I really need to make a heap of clusters, but I'm not sure whether to do a cluster video because there's so many out there of people making clusters. There's literally loads, but I might just do it anyway. Don't matter what other folk are doing or have done or haven't done it, does it? I think I'd like to. I might do, we'll see. Right, so that on there. I'm going to make it quite a large cluster, I think. So I like to start with music paper. I want to use this bit of red here, don't I? So we'll layer that there. I'd quite like to keep seeing that yellow there, like that. So let's have that. And let me just get a bit of, I think I'd quite like some cheesecloth for a bit of texture. And we'll add that, yeah, add that there. Just move that up a little bit. Right. Come on, monster. Come on. I haven't got all day, you know. I've got a stew cooking. I'm multitasking here. I'm multitasking. I've got to go out as well at 6 o'clock. I haven't got time for glue. I'm a busy lady. Right, let me just get some of this. Okie dokie. Let me just put that in there. So I've got a bit of cheesecloth there. Alright, let's have a look what we've got here and here. So to finish our cluster off, I do like these like ticket type things. And I know that Andrea made these for Christmas, but I literally don't care. I like it because it's red and it goes with that bit of red flour. So I'm having it. I'm having it. I don't care. Don't care. It doesn't look Christmassy. It doesn't say Christmas on it. So you can use it any time of year. I think, did she do those as a freebie on a group? She might have done those as a freebie on a group if you go and have a look. So that's that. Okay, let's have a look what's in here now. Okay, let's have a look. That's too big. Let's just make a space and tip it out. It's got to be easier. Well, just have a look. That's nice. That's nice, but I don't know if it's a bit big. Oh, butterfly. Yeah. I'm having you. I'm having you, butterfly. I'll have you up there. And that's why I spend hours fussy cutting all of these, because it's so worth it. So look, I wouldn't mind something with a bit of red. That's got a bit of red, hasn't it? Just a bit big though. What's this one? I know what I want. I know what I need now. I need, let's have a look in here. Maybe not. This is one downside to having loads of ephemera like this. I'll dilly-dally and spend forever. That's cute. I'm just layering up just for the sake of layering, just for fun. What's these little numbers? Handle with care. That's already got a handle with care. I'm going to just do that. I'm going to just layer up these bits and bobs. There doesn't have to be a rhyme or reason to it, does there? So that's like a little book page tab, and then this is one of my numbers that I made ages ago. Come on! There we go. So I've got a video on these, faux metal numbers it's called. I'm just going to put it there. There we go, that's enough collaging for me. I do want some sort of word to tie it to the theme of my journal. So where's my words? I've tipped all them out now, and I think I don't know where my words are. I've got some. I have got some. This video was meant to be quick. Oh bum. I wanted a really quick video as well. What's this? No, too big. I've got like a... Have I put them in here? I've got some words that I printed out from... I thought they were in there. Let me just see if they're here. I'm sorry about this. I thought I was really organised today, but I can't find my words now. Oh, blooming heckers. I've got some like for spring journal. Where are they? Oh, bum. Can't find them. I don't know what I've done with. I thought they were in with this lot. What's that? I'm not keen on the font on that. For some reason it just don't. I just don't like that font. I prefer the vintage style fonts. No, I can't find it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to improvise. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find a... I'm really annoyed. Where have they gone? Right. Okay. I've blown that idea because I can't find them. So let's just nick one of these tickets and have a look what we've got here. I'll nick that word there that says herbal. I'll have to make do. It's alright. Herbal. Do. Same principle. Not quite what I wanted, but never mind. I'm not searching forever and a day. And then I'll just stick that. Where shall I stick it? Where shall I stick it? Kind answers, please. Kind answers. Yeah. I'm having it there. Okay. So that's that done. Right. So now I want to have some sort of closure. So in there I'll either put a journaling card or some ephemera. Now another thing that I did batchmate the other day when I showed you the tab for this one, how I made it. So I went ahead and I cut quite a few strips at 2 inches, stuck them together with book paper, and then made these long tabs with double ends so that I could come up with stuff. With stuff. And I just want something. Don't quite reach, does it? Which is a shame. If it was just a little bit longer. Let me just try. It might just reach, you know. It might just do. Right. It will just about reach, will that? Now, what does that measure? I think I did, don't even think I did the full length of a book page, I just used scraps. So that measures 5.5 inches. If it was just an inch more, and I'll go and make some more, but not right now. If it was just an inch more, that would be perfect. And then I've just used a punch at each side. Okay, and then what I'll do is, I'll just tie, what have I got? String. Just use, oops, knocking camera. I'm just using what's on my desk. So after I've switched the camera off, I'm going to go and redo this, and I'll add an extra inch on. Okay, but I just want to show you the principle of the closure. Yeah. Tie that on there like that. Bring it around. And what I might do is put some paper reinforcers on as well. I might not. I might just leave it as it is. And then tie that in a bow. And we've got a fab little wallet type thinger. Okay, so I'm just going to go and I'm going to make that an inch longer. So yeah, so there's one idea of one decorated wallet, and that will just slip in. You can't get any easier than that. It's just bits and bobs. Give it a try. I hope you like them. Take care, and I'll see you again tomorrow, and we'll have another idea for our box full of ephemera. Okay, so go and get some made plain, ready to put in your box. Okay, and decorate them as you need them. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.